They'll get everything.
Hello, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate with Minecraft Junior and Sindoa. This is
You and
probably going to be the
Shadowheart
last episode
found your
unless we
peace in a
really want
country
to
farmstead with a pack of pets and a garden of night.
do another playthrough.
You were basking beneath the silver moon after a midnight swim one night when you notice a letter among your discarded clothes. An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight against the Absolute. You waste no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Why is she purple?
You'll find out.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more.
This is so rude.
Thou
Where the hell am
shouldst
I?
Take care to preserve.
I know, right?
It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
There you are.
Okay. That's not the clothes that I would have chosen. Oh, good. Still have my clothes for me. Okay.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your
Oh,
way
by
It
the
doesn't
way,
matter what I'm wearing.
cool fresh air.
there
By the
is
living gods, I need
an entire chest of clothing over here in case you really want to dress up.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
No, let's see here. I am wearing brocade ensemble, brocade booties, and underwear. And you see how I'm looking right now?
Yeah, that's
Take
fair.
my shirt off. Nothing.
Okay, fair.
I have. Yeah. Oh, I still have my angelic Sion outfit. It's it doesn't.
Maybe I need more pockets.
It's good to meet again.
Are you really looting right now?
I was hoping to find a weapon.
There's a dagger right there.
Where? Oh.
Press Alt.
You have managed to survive without me. Welcome.
Okay, for some reason it took only my spear. It left my shield and my crossbow. Anyways,
It took my torch.
begin with the talking.
Begin with the talking. Alright. Who shall we start with?
Oh wait, are there any torches around? I don't see any.
Let's start with Volo.
I expect.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking... well, our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
In other words, he was not actually invited.
Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
Lamau.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
Hero and I now. You can do better.
Oh, terribly sorry, but you mistake me, my friend. I'm only accepting complimentary feedback at this time. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Hmm? Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Wouldn't he, though?
And don't you forget it. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. Oh, I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so tentacly. War's a dirty business, soldier. It's been, exactly how you'd think. But having Will around has been incredible. Fucker's even better at killing devils than yours truly. We don't have much time to chat, but just knowing he's there makes all the difference. Oh, but hey,
I know, right? He
guess what
doesn't
we
have any
found?
powers now.
Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Ernest. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
A lot of people thought that, I mean, when we thought that there was going to be a Baldur's Gate 3 DLC, a lot of people thought it would be in Avernus.
Is it not?
What? We're not getting any DLC or any further D&D games from Larian.
But the thought of coming back to Baldur's Gate keeps me going. Can I look you up when I'm out? Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
Oh, I don't have any speak with animal potion.
Do you have your alchemy bag?
I don't have... yeah, but it's empty.
Damn it. I know there's a way to talk to the thing.
Maybe I just talked to it? Nope. I've got to at least pet him.
Oh, it smells so good here.
Okay, wait. I'm looking for the animal potion.
Did you find our chest?
Oh. I doubt we have access to our camp chest.
Yeah, I don't think so either. There is a... Oh, that's a clothing chest.
Maybe there's some in here?
Oops.
What did you do?
I broke a wine barrel. We unlocked the potion of angelic slumber though, somehow.
I am picking up alchemy ingredients where Withers is.
Not now? What do you mean, not now? Who is this guy? Why can't I talk to Happy Horse?
Who is he?
Come talk to this guy. He might be a merchant or something.
Oh no, that's Minsk's +1.
Ooh, Will.
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
Oh, I don't have cheats on.
That's. Go ahead.
Yeah, I probably won't fail.
You
Even
take
if you
in
did, I could
every
do
scent
a
the
second
night
try.
breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in. But get this. If those blueprints work, I could reverse engineer my stone eye. Instead of Mazora tracking me, I could track her.
Aha!
It's past time for her old pet to sink in his fangs.
We might be able to buy some from Volo.
Nice.
And or steal
I
some.
think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself. I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the
So
city's
much for
renewal, opened the
freaking
gates to all
Mazora's
newcomers,
threats.
rebuilt the council from scratch, and he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of
She said he
empathy.
was
The
destined
likes
to
of
die by his
Gortash
enemy's
can
hands, and he's
bend
still alive
people's
a
minds
year
with
later.
a few chosen words. No tadpole needed.
Maybe
He's
those were the
chosen
wrong
to prime
enemies.
the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it.
Sorry if I'm accidentally
wasting
selecting
any
any
of the wine
dialogue
for that
options. I'm
I
just
plan
No,
trying
you're
to
not.
clean my
half a
mouse.
bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Half a dozen bottles.
Okay, let
He
me
wants
see
to drink.
what I can do about Volo.
The whole gang is here. Wish I'd had time to polish up the horns.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see
Okay,
us.
I can't trade with him,
You might help me with it. Oh,
at least not during this first convo.
don't worry.
No, can't trade at all. But can I grab...
Need me to distract him.
Aha! He does have a lot of things we've sold him.
I don't think we sold
Unfortunately,
any of
no! Speak with animals!
them. No.
Oh, wait! There's one! Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I got 5.
So you made it.
Give me one.
No, I'm gonna drink them all.
There, I drank one.
Okay.
I play with Big Brother Scratch, but I'm careful. He's small.
You've missed out on most of his convo by interacting him within. Well, you couldn't understand him, but I should be able to get it.
Okay.
But speak to your wife first. Well, actually, you're probably not married,
Yes.
but whatever.
Miss this more.
Alright, Shadowheart, where are you? Thanks.
Didn't expect to be nervous. But seeing everyone here like this, it's strange, isn't it? I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside.
Nice.
Oh, I've noticed. Ever since I first slipped into my camp garments, I should think. So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas?
Oh my god. This social anxiety.
Well, there's the visit to the House of the Moon, fending off Sharan assassins. That stray imp that joined us. Bing Bong, wasn't it?
Oh my god, wait, I think that's a reference to the,
Squeezed in a lot.
I think that's a
And
reference
I'm glad I
to
got to share it all with you.
the
I'm sure we'll have them hanging off our
online
every
D&D
bullet.
campaign that
I'll leave you
the
to do some
cast
mingling,
did
unless you need
on
anything else.
YouTube.
Oh. What I truly need is a kiss, but I can't kiss it, can I? I want to see what happens, though.
Yeah.
That can be arranged.
How are we gonna kiss? Oh, she kisses me, okay.
Almost a shame we're with company. I'd be tempted to let you whisk me away someplace quiet.
She has so much more to say to you than Astarion will to me.
Why? Are you expecting to be gone for long? All right. I could get lost in those arms. With music in the air and wine flowing, I think I'll manage. Don't get into trouble, but if you must, fetch me first.
So true, bestie.
Time to press ahead.
Anyways,
You
let me
get along
talk
quite
Lorna.
well, I think.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Yeah, me in the cutscene. Shadowheart, isn't it? No.
I'll smite you.
She takes the joke well.
Honestly, so have I. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever. feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
Are you
Same.
calling me chubby?
In fact, I found a nice meadow not far from where I live now. Every now and again, I'll spend the night there. For old time's sake. I'm glad you seem well. Truly. Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister. Peace and quiet will still be there waiting once I've lived a little. Though, don't get me wrong, I've got a little cottage with a garden and animals in mind already. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long. Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. And one day we'll be reunited. Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poisoned blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans. None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready. Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all. Do you ever rest? Think of all those poor, budding adventurers looking to make a name for themselves. Take some time off and give them a chance, why don't you? Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves.
Getting a group of friends to regularly agree to a time and place can prove challenging.
Don't remind me.
That is very
Someone's
true.
always got somewhere else to be, but let's do our best all the same. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social
The
calendars.
internal, actual D&D dilemma.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't I know it?
Anyways, now we're gonna talk to the owlbear.
Friend? Friend! You came!
Of course I did, buddy.
Big brother Scratch, too! Happy.
Though again, I'm not sure why this seems to have been permanent on him.
Maybe he finally grew.
Yes.
Maybe.
Miss this.
Oh, wait.
More.
Actually, yeah, it has been a year. I suspect owlbears probably grow quickly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Big. But Scratch is smart. teaches me many things, like Big Brother. Widders? No. You smell very delicious. Follow smell, find you.
So the owlbear wasn't invited either. He's just stalking her smell.
Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong. Tired now. Want sleep. Want cave. Nice lady. She gives pets and tasty things. I like her. I go to her.
Okay, now talk to your wife.
Again?
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
Over here, I think. Right there.
Ah.
God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Also, who is she talking to? Karlak, maybe?
Minsk was right there, but he walked away.
Whoa, she was in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
So I hope he wasn't. She wasn't
Enjoying
talking to
yourself,
him.
I hope. I know. I'll have to stop myself from getting teary-eyed when it's time to say goodbye again. Let's make tonight count. The only regrets I want to hear about come morning should revolve around an excess of carousing and questionable dancing.
Okay, number 1 is the one I was looking for, even though you're not the one who volunteered you.
Wait, what did I get volunteered for?
I volunteered. I suggested that the owlbear, who is looking to settle down, should go live with Shadowheart.
Oh.
Oh, did you now? Come on then, out with it. The owlbear! Of course he can come with us. I always regretted we didn't extend the offer after the battle. It was all such a blur. Are you sure he'd want to join? I'm not exactly settled anywhere right now. It could be dangerous at times.
You know, I think she's been doing more adventuring because she's with you than she would have without you. I believe in my playthrough she was already settled with a variety of animals. Although she did have her parents in that playthrough, so.
Ah. Oh, I thought I was gonna kiss her this time.
I feel better already.
Anyways, who is Scratch gonna live with now? Where is he?
A familiar
Oh,
sight.
right.
Scratch can't quite
I remember.
speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
So am I. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Owlbear. I've got so many best friends, I hardly know who to snuggle. I missed your smell, but this thing I found had you all over it. I brought it for you. And I thought, perhaps you'd like to throw it?
It's the artifact.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you. You know best, but a little fetch never hurt anyone, as far as I know.
There have been other reunions to which I was not.
Minthar thought she had been invited to other. She hadn't been invited to the other reunions.
No, I know, but also I just threw the Astral Prism for Scratch, and instead of being a good boy and playing fetch, he started chewing it. Anyways, continue talking. Oh, he finally brought it back to me.
Scratch can't quite speak
Oh, sorry.
around the thing
I
he
started
has in
talking
his
to him.
mouth.
Oh, okay.
Leave? Alright.
Oh, no, sorry. I was... You're welcome
Okay,
to speak to him
okay.
if you want.
No, it's okay. I wanted you to keep throwing too. But it looked like it was just going to be the same dialogue.
Yeah.
God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Resume talking.
I'm looking for... what's his name? The god.
Gil? He's right over there.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was Withers.
No, Withers is in a cave.
Goodness. Was Faerun always so dull? Still, at least the company was worth the trip, if not the view. I told you I would, didn't I? I imagine you're wondering how all this came to be. The finer points of divine ascension are beyond mortal comprehension, I'm afraid, but I can provide a rudimentary sequence of events. First, I retrieved the crown of Karsus and reforged it using a series of precise and highly complex Netherese incantations. Then, I used it. As you know, the orb within me was the half-formed Karsite Weaver. Magic left incomplete by Karsus' self-destruction. I finished it. Using the Crown of Karsus, I turned it into a new form of magic, fused with my being, driven by my purpose. And then I put it to work. As expected, Mystra was unwilling to hand over the reins of the Weave, so I've claimed dominion over another area which I've passing familiarity. Ambition.
Which used to be the domain of Bane. Before he fell a little.
Wasting valuable loot.
I offer them nothing. I inspire them to seize their destinies for themselves. Great as the heights I've reached thus far may be, I've not forgotten my humble origins. In fact, they're central to my doctrine. Those drawn to the Galarian Creed merely seek my guidance as the impressive, all-powerful being I've become. Ambition is about beginnings. It's not just about the heights, but the lows that preceded them. I was nothing. A drifting dust mote of a wizard, abandoned by my goddess, my powers lost, my reputation destroyed. And look at me now. I'm their proof. Proof their hopes are not barren wastes, but the loamy soil in which their future achievements will flourish. Proof that with ambition, anything is possible.
Don't forget to scroll.
Oh, I've only... I think because my monitor is a bigger size than yours, I don't have to scroll as often.
No, I don't either, actually. It gives me the scroll wheel, but there's no actual hidden options. Stupid game.
Same. Same. I've got that scroll wheel too. Should I remind him of that?
Pick any two and we can do it between the two of us. Or you could quick save and do them all.
Wait, any two?
Between the two of us, you know?
There's 6 of us. There are 6 options.
There's 6 of them, but there's 2 of us that could talk to him as if nobody's talked to him before.
That's fair.
And while I will be, quite literally, eternally grateful for your assistance, that's not quite the truth. I'm the one who dredged up the crown, who dared to defy his goddess and claim a place in the heavens. I earned this. I am ambition incarnate. As indistinguishable from that most potent sensation as Mystra herself is from the weave. And word is spreading. There are already several shrines in my honor scattered across the outer reaches of Thay, and rumors of a very prominent temple under construction in Arm. This is only the beginning. Don't worry. With the ambition you hold, you'll never be too far from my sights. Pursue your dreams, and keep me in your prayers, and who knows? They might just get answered.
Talk to his cat, too.
Well, there he is. Gale in all his glory. I hope you're happy, the god of ambition. Have you ever heard anything more ridiculous? Not in the least. And who led him straight to such ridiculous notions, Who left that crown in the river where any foolish wizard could swim down and pick it up? You were looking out for him. I expected better of you. Then you're just as mad as he. I know there's nothing you could have done to stop him. Not really. Once he'd decided to learn nothing from his mistakes, what use were either of our protests? Perhaps you'd be willing to come meet Gale's mother sometime? She misses him so, and I know it would do her heart a world of good to discuss her son with someone who knew him as he was. Jolly good. I'll tell Mrs. Dekarios to be expecting you. Oh, she'll be delighted. Things just haven't been the same without himself cluttering up the place. Enjoy your party, dear. I've heard you quite deserve a celebration.
All right, I'll play devil's advocate with the cat then.
Withers has laid out quite a spread of food for one comprising.
Well, there he is, the god of ambition, Carsus himself. He and his bloody crown. And you, for that matter. The Gale I knew wasn't like this. He recognized his mistakes. He was contrite. All he wanted to do was live. Unfortunately, he fell into company that turned his gaze toward foolishness. Yes, I mean you.
That is not true. He noticed every part of the plan himself with no prodding.
False. He was mine. Though now he belongs only to his own pride. I know there's nothing you could have done to stop him. Not really. Once he'd decided to learn nothing from his mistakes, what use were either of our protests? Perhaps you'd be willing to come meet Gale's mother sometime? She misses him so, and I know it would do her heart a world of good to discuss her son with someone who knew him as he was. Do give it some thought. If you change your mind, Mrs. Dekarios and I will be only too delighted. Enjoy your party, dear.
Anyways, the cat's a biatch, and if you're playing as Gale and go God Gale, you can turn it into a hairless Siamese cat.
I bet it loves that.
It sure does. No, it just gives a sarcastic wow.
Ah, yes. The other person I really wanted to talk to.
For 2 months, Orpheus trained me in the ways of the comet. For 2 more, I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head. We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith. Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai. An exiled people. Once king with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. I was as surprised as anyone when Orpheus spoke the order. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am a warrior of the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Do not go with number 1, that is so rude.
Soon, when the comet has risen, when the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust, I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Try her again. He didn't mention the egg.
This is nice. Yes. I think that's the right word for it.
Okay, let me see if I can get her to talk about the egg. Or maybe we just didn't give it to her early enough, or didn't see enough of the scenes with her in it.
Even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head. It's nice. It has taken... worth it, I'd say. miss this place. This... Shractalor. I wouldn't expect you to. The capital city of the Gitzerai, an exiled people, once kin... Algish sent word of the... It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. Sometimes. But I don't need the Gitzerai to fight for us. Just with us. Minyara Gith is an assassin. He is also a... Should they refuse, I am a war... My people... But you've heard that refrain before. And to you. Now go.
Huh. Okay, well... She's supposed to say that the egg hatched, and she's basically named him, like, Freedom in Gith language.
Reunited with friends,
and that he's being raised as an orphan.
What more could I wish for?
Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source?
You want to talk to Halson?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention, Halson was supposed to get a bed scene with me, but I guess it didn't happen because of you.
Inured to the passage of time. Yet these
where he
past 6
invited
months
me
have
and told
seemed
me what he'd
endless
be up
without your
to.
company. But
Oh,
now, our
I'm
paths
sorry.
cross once more.
No, it's okay because I wouldn't have been able to accept his invite because I needed to go with the Starian. You sound almost sentimental considering we didn't really get along. What the fuck? Gaslighting?
I know, right? You two
We have all
had
paid for each
a
other's
frickin'
company, I sense.
orgy together.
I cannot imagine otherwise after what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day. I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place. That was more than worth the wait. How thoughtless of me. Come here.
As much as I would have loved to travel with both of them, Halson had things he needed to do.
Ah, there it is. That is what I've been missing. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
Oh, you first.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
So basically, as far as I understand it, he took a bunch of the orphans from Baldur's Gate and went to go resettle what were the Shadowlands.
Oh, nice.
And now he is Daddy Halson to all of those young children.
That explains why you were always calling him Daddy
My
Halson.
greatest purpose.
No,
and
that's just
greatest
because he's
reward.
Daddy.
Those children have been through more than fate had any right to cast at them. And yet they go on, as resilient as anything in nature. I impart what knowledge I can to them, yet in truth. They teach me far more. The land we saved is theirs, and they will cherish it, I'm sure. Thaniel and Oliver shall never want for friends again. You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Had I known bedtime tales were a possibility, I'd have sought you out at camp.
You would ask to be tucked in next. But whatever the intrepid adventurer needed, I would have been glad to provide. More than a few, I should think. At least I shall be equipped to explain the birds and the bees when the time comes. But I hope that time is quite a while off yet.
Not quite as long as you think.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
All ears.
What the hell is the difference between 1 and 3?
Regale Halsin with tales of your past 6 months. Recount some of your recent exploits, sparing no detail. 1 is more you tell it as a tale, embellishing things. And recount your exploits is probably more...
Then why is there a deception check on number 2 to spice it up a little?
That's just straight up lying.
I am glad you have kept yourself occupied. No doubt I'll be able to spin a few yarns for the children from this. Thank you. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else. Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned. I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be. As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age. On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence. By all means.
I hope you know what you have to do next.
I don't.
You have to give him
only we could
stories
stay
for
like
the
that
children,
forever.
of course.
You read my
Oh,
mind.
okay. I don't think they want stories of a mind flayer. Then again, they love Bear, so...
True.
I shall never tire of that. Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle?
I forgot about this.
I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
You'd best believe I'd be there with you if I didn't have a Astarion to look out for. But as soon as we find a cure for his vampirism, or at least a way for him to be in the sunlight, we will be joining you. This may fit a modest price from a merchant with foretaste. Oh no.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
He actually gave me a whittled duck. That's beautiful.
A whittled duck.
Anyways, give your stories to Hauser.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more. Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together.
Oh.
It is one that can weather any
After
distance.
this, look up.
Any passage of time. I know it can. For I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Look up how?
After the convo, I mean.
Oh, okay.
You are right, of course. I am accustomed to dwelling on the past, even when it brought me nothing but unhappiness. You changed that, and gave me the most precious of memories. Now the task is to make yet more of them, so that each reunion shall be all the sweeter. And who's to say we need to make such gatherings a rare occasion? My hearth is yours to warm yourself beside always. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
Let me talk about me. I'll come back to you later.
Please, spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake. I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Oh no. You have a new option, number 3. Awful. I'm sure that's not true.
I mean, let's be honest. What have I been doing for the last 6 months?
Working on a way to disguise yourself like the Emperor did.
If we're being honest...
Adventuring with Shadowheart.
Adventuring with Shadowheart. Kissing Shadowheart, hugging Shadowheart. The other thing was Shadowheart. I guess.
Do it.
You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Nope.
All this stimulating
Oh.
conversation leaves
Oh.
you hungry. To speak is not enough.
Oh no.
You wish to explore the brain of your friend.
Don't you
with
dare
your
eat Daddy House.
Every time Halcyon speaks of balance, your thoughts cannot behave. You only dream of what cerebellum tastes like when it sends the signals to his vestibular system to keep him from wobbling.
But I don't have cheats. Would you like me to turn cheats on for this?
Yes.
Alright, let me open up Wiimod.
I guess this is a good reason to steal the Amulet of Greater Health.
I don't think I'd
the
be
final
able to
fight.
keep it.
No, you'd have to have it equipped.
Oh
during
yeah,
the final
yeah.
fight.
Cheats
This
for the
is
win.
highly illogical. There are plenty of other craniums awaiting your suction, and this is a prize ally. And besides, this brain before you, its endorphins are in a joyous flow. It is a wonderful scent, the odor of friendship.
Anyways, look up and hope that doesn't happen again.
Look up. What, this guy? Millie?
Milio.
I fear I am becoming...
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
Poor bards. Used to everybody treating them as jukeboxes, which haven't been invented yet.
You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
No. I'm gonna choose one.
Alright.
I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another.
Oh, he's some ancient bard that died a long time ago, huh?
Yeah.
Languishing in obscurity. Cyric knew what he was doing when he punished me for that song, the prick. Before I was banished to the fugue plane, I had song prayers coming out the proverbial ears. Guess how many I get now? None.
Musical prayers were once offered to Melil, Lord of Song, a minor deity whose worship faded after offending the trickster god Cyric.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid. You know. You're bloody right. It is an honor. Finally. The scribe picks an adventurer of substance, of culture. What can I do you for? Fantastical news. Carry on I shall.
I totally know who you were too.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some... I find it hard to summon up the trademark pep these days. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little. You know. You're bloody right. It is an honor. Finally. The scribe picks an adventurer of substance.
Oh.
Culture.
Oh.
What can I do you for?
I could have sworn you usually got... I think you, when you're a bard, you're able to detect it before that point. Or maybe because you talked to him first
Carry
and
on I shall.
took the insight check. But I wanted to be like, yeah, I totally know who you are, and then while talking to him, realize who he is.
I fear I am becoming a
Thus saving myself from the social faux pas. Anyways, talk to Minthara.
Why do I want to talk to Minthara?
Because you thought it was funny that she thought we were having parties without her.
I mean, I would have a party without her.
Oh my god, fine, I'll talk to her.
So, here we are. A gathering of allies at a cold campsite with no servants to attend us and few luxuries to enjoy. Oh, we could
See, I already don't like her.
I know.
We could have ruled these realms as gods. Do you ever regret that we did not take control of the Netherbrain? True. But what better revenge could there be than enslaving the abomination that was the author of my torment? I shall not dwell on the past, though. The future is unwritten and rich with possibilities. I feared that returning to the Underdark as an apostate of Lolth would be an act of madness. Perhaps it was. If so, it is a madness that fits me well. Rebels swarm to my cause, and even if it takes centuries, I will
by the way,
reclaim my house in Menzoberranzan.
Minthara is the only companion that will willingly become partial illicit without you having to convince her.
Kill for a glass
Makes
of
sense.
lava wine.
Anyways, I think you still need to talk to Jaheira and Minsk.
Yep.
Oh, and Asteri.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. Your higher form has brought with it some higher manners then. Ah, how nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing, huh? Baldorians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three, but nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing.
The orc one.
Not so for my daughter.
Plant
Ryan's
talent.
rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
What a girl ass. I mean, what a girl boss.
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. If we can be discreet, I am not one to turn down a sharp mind. Or an even sharper hive mind, in this case. The Harpers welcome any into their ranks, so long as their soul is willing. You've proven you have one, mind flayer or no. I have lived many lives. It is only right you be allowed to live another. Take this.
Oh. I don't think I got that in my playthrough. Somehow. It might be new.
There is, usually a ceremony. Reciting of oaths, singing of songs. I'm sure we'll get to all of that as the drinks flow. For now, I give you only the most simple Harper creed. To look for the light, and watch always for the dawn. But to enjoy the night while we have it, huh?
Okay, I'm actually gonna
Now,
do
before this
Astarion
night
first,
grows
and
any
then you'll
deeper,
talk to Astarion, and then...
I must inspect the refreshments.
Okay.
You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Because it's good to end with comedy.
And how have our friends fared without us?
Oh, I should have talked to him first thing to get the unique dialogue.
I'm glad. It would be so easy to go through everything we did and come out the other side bitter and twisted. But they deserve happiness. We all do. And I will forever be grateful to have found it with you. I do feel a little bad keeping you all to myself. After all, I get to see you every night. Go on, go mingle. Enjoy your time with the others. Bless them with your presence. I'll be here when you're ready. I'll always be here, my love.
Good song, good company, and good wine.
Okay, talk to Astarion.
Kill for a glass of
Well, Look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. At least I assume it's you in there. It's a little hard to tell. How have you been since, everything? I am glad. Genuinely. Few would make the sacrifice you did. Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again. Burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. Part of me was relieved you left so quickly after the battle. I felt ashamed. Like I'd lost everything. Just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. But time lent perspective. It wasn't your victory, it was ours. And for all I'd lost, I'd gained so much more. I had freedom, strength, a whole new life. And it was time to live it. I've been exploring the world, looking for anything that would let me walk in the sun again. No joy yet, but I've killed plenty of monsters on the way. You know, it turns out I'm rather good at being a hero. Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been. Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine.
I actually checked the rest of my levels in Shadowbook.
This is who I am. In all my glory, for better and for worse. That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Oh my god, I saw a forum post where someone was just so butthurt over Astarion just always calling you darling, and they felt like microaggressed by it as a woman, and I was just like, I see where you're coming from, but it ain't that deep, and this is just how he is, and it's normal for the time he came from, and honestly, even for the time now. And I kind of worry about your health if you're that aggrieved by just somebody calling you darling in a non-romantic context.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Nisk.
Right over here.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
Ah, breathe deep, Boo! The smell of heroes sings from every stone in this place. To meet again where your journey began, my friend. An honor. For Minsk and his hamster both.
Alien hamster.
Oh, and for Happy also.
Yes. Honored, of course.
See how your very presence snatches the breath from his chest? And it is no wonder. It is just this day that Happy learned of your legend, while we gazed down upon the very city you saved.
He dangled me from the high hall, upside down, for 2 hours.
The guild should not go creeping in high places if they do not have the stomach for them, It is well for Happy the strange portal appeared when it did. Minsk's arm was growing achsome. So I have. Though it is a peace made more from blade and boot than it is any sense of brotherhood. 9 fingers forbade any looting of the Illithid's fleshy vessels. And so Minsk guards what remains of the battle site. Even from her. But where Minsk might once have thrown any sneaking scoundrels from the tower top, now I tell them of you. How you ruled the wickedness within. How they might do the same.
Yes, I'll rule it. I'll be better.
Oh,
Just
of
no more
course.
dangling.
It is still for Boo to decide if they live or die.
Oh gods.
But enough, my friend! I cannot tell your tale if I do not know the whole of it. Minsk and Boo would know where you have been, what you have done.
Wait, I just realized the earlier scene implies that you came to this party without feeding properly. Who does that?
Well, considering I'm a mind flayer, it's kind of hard for me to feed.
No, I know, but like, dip into your criminal reserves or whatever before coming to a fucking party of your friends.
Aha, the lovebirds still nest together then? Minsk is glad. For what is life without a companion? Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? Ah, you are right, Boo. That is none of Minsk's business. Now,
Who
Halfling,
said, hey, it's none of your
who
business
will
if they're
not have
kinky
you
like that.
embarrassing him in front of his friends. So you ought to know the rest of the company you keep. Will Ravengard, the Blade of Frontiers, Devil-Horned and Angel-Hearted. Lae'zel of Creshkiller, true child of Gith and true friend to Boo. Though she will and say it is not so. Astarion, who is banished by the sun itself for fear his Spanish soul might outshine it. We visit him much down in the dark places, though he often moves his lair without remembering to tell Minsk where. Gale, who now names himself a god, though in truth, Minsk has known few wizards who did not think of themselves so. Shadowheart, 2 gods tugged at her soul, but she managed to keep it all for herself in the end. Wait, Boo, did she do something with her hair?
Finally noticed.
Halsin, Archdruid
No,
of
actually, he wasn't
Archers
with us when she did.
He is a much better man than he smells. And there, the champion of the Hells herself, Karlach Demon's Bane, Devil's Bane, Merkul Ball and Bane. Once the guild is made of goodness once more, Bull shall scratch the Hells wide open and find a way to bring her back. And finally, Jahira. If this is a name you do not already know, then not even Boo can save you. Study them well, sneak thief. For the best among them will be a guide for your guild. Heroes who put the city before themselves, who never falter in their duty. And more than this, who never arrive to a party without even a gift for the host.
But wait!
Go, my friend. Be among our friends. There is much work yet to be done before this one is fit to join them.
Now talk to Happy.
Later. He's not talking to me.
Okay. Wait, talk to Minsk once more, maybe?
Good song, good company, and good wine from the looks of it.
We shall conclude our business with the thief. But have no fear, my friend. Who will save you a dance?
Okay. We somehow missed a line where the guy is supposed to be like, "Oh God, please save me." Anyways, we have a chest of thankful letters here. I'm not going to read them all, but I will go over who sent what. We have an invitation from the Guild of Great Genius. We have a letter from Barkus, a letter from Artculla, where he's really dying this time, a letter from Valyria, Councillor Valyria, a letter from Duke Ravengard, a letter from Voss, Arabella, Etvard. Who is Etvard? Right, the leader of the newspaper that we took down. I will not be silenced, E. Needling with Etvard. Friends, Baldurians, my people, consider our loss. Our lauded and benevolent patriarchs maimed. Our great upper libraries demolished. The very beating heart of our great city, the right to speak freely, dead upon the cobbles. Do you not see, my friends? Lord Gortash, formerly our greatest bulwark against the Absolute, is now smeared as a collaborator? His allies and colleagues tossed aside. Former publications of repute turning to censorious farces. I ask you, the pamphlet continues in much the same fashion.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun.
A letter from Mirage, the Blood Lady, Sebastian, the vampire, Councillor Floric, the Gur, Elminster, Alfira, Damon, Nocturne, Hope, Mayrina, Knobber, Nine Fingers, Zevlor, a harp-stamped letter. From Harper Geraldus, saying he's been made Watcher in the Harpers. That's cool. And the first protocol. From Orpheus. To the Maglir who freed me, to Lazao Tlak Magir, my words come to you on slate, for they are immutable and eternal. You are not just liberators, you are all warriors of the comet, whatever land you travel, whatever sea you cross, whatever plain you grace. Blacket's pawns fall one by one at the hands of my faithful, but the city of death stands, and the queen sits on her vile throne at its center. But we stand at a precipice. Lazao, thanks to you, we are soon to restore an old kinship, and Vlaakith will burn in the fires thus stoked. The protocols are written anew, and to you, Mlagir, I dedicate the first. All who call themselves Gith shall unite under one sky. Gith Ka Tavkim Crash Orpheus. I hope I didn't butcher the pronunciations way too much. By the way, the letter from Alfira, if you manage to leave her alive, is especially worth reading it in Dark Urge Funds. Hey, we're not done yet. That's so rude.
Fascinating.
That was rude, but I wanted to eat her brain.
Thou hast ventured long with thy comrades, shared food, fire, and friendship. But even such adamantine bonds could not prevent thee from ruining my party.
Is that because of me?
Yes.
Oh. Why is it you?
I don't know, because I was closest to him, I think.
Suddenly, I am most tired. Good day.
I really hope she's still stunned. Oh no, that's just it.
Yep.
Here, I'll reload.
We finally got the achievement for Ceramorphosis, though.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it only happens at the end of the epilogue.
I'll reload to right before I did that.
I can't believe he punished me instead of both of us or just you.
I know, right?
Anyways, go talk to Withers, you naughty person.
Oh, it smells so good here.
Go. The Book of Willing Soul.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
You every time.
Pretty much.
Surely thou thinkest not of sleep on this eve of celebration? For sleep will ever find thee, but thou may not see thy friends again until the end of days. So, I ask thee, how dost thou feel, apart from tired?
AKA, the devs really want to know how you felt about the game for their data points. Because they collect data of every option every player makes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least...
It's how they knew things like there being 4 hours of content that nobody had seen yet, back at the time they dropped that tidbit on us.
Oh.
Yep.
So we've caught up with everyone?
Yep.
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you.
And there it is. I don't. I think we got most things on stream, even if we forgot to include the voiceover with a lot of it. But yeah, great game. Obviously deserved game of the year. Sad there's not going to be a sequel from Larian, but I'm sure somebody will make a sequel eventually, because how could they not with such a success?
Also, that ending definitely screamed sequel.
I think it just left the gates open. They want to make it clear that this isn't the end of the line for these characters.
Yeah.
But maybe things changed. I mean, there was a bit of a kerfuffle of rumors about Wizards of the Coast being rude and shit. Like the fact that they apparently fired everyone who liaised with Larian.
That is just rude.
Yeah. But that might have just been a coincidence, because they were downsizing altogether. Although why they would downsize when Baldur's Gate was just coming out, I don't know. They could have really seized this and used it to go bigger than even before, but no, they decided to step back and like focus on tabletop stuff again, I guess.
It's all about downsizing, man. That's how you make your money. You fire a bunch of people so you don't have to pay them, then you rake in all the money that would have gone to them, and now you're even richer than you were before.
True, perhaps that was it.
Are richer, the CEO.
Yeah.
But everybody else is poor now and looking for jobs.
Oh, I highly recommend watching the D&D adventure that the vocal cast did. I think it's pretty much canon, except for the fact that Tav is incapacitated for the whole thing.
Oh.
And I love seeing Astarian's voice actor being such a D&D nerd in it.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice. I should watch it.
I think it's like 3 parts, no more than like 6 hours. Anyways, you're gonna go back to streaming after this?
What time is that? It's 9 o'clock. Probably not.
That's fair.
I don't know. Then again, I don't know what I'm gonna do until I go to bed. And I really want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance.
It's up to you. Just know that I would watch, or at least listen. While I finish up my honor mode run. I finally beat Orin, by the way. It turns out it's not a great idea to piss her off, unless you're stupid confident in your abilities.
Oh, does she get stronger if you make her mad?
Yeah, she goes instant Slayer if you do. Whereas she stays at human for the most part. which she appears to have higher dex in that form, so she gets to go first, but it's better than the freaking perma-stun that the Slayer is capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Which was really surprising. I thought I stood a chance, because I hit her with a 90% hold monster with the hope of my arcane acuity, but then she saved, and then she freaking smacked me down in one turn. No, actually, it wasn't one turn. I guess she inflicted me with Fearful and then did 2 turns. Even though I was supposed to have advantage on the saving throws against that, thanks to...
I guess you just rolled really low both times.
Thanks to the Volo book. Look at all of these duplicate voice actors I didn't know about. Suppose it's good.
I've been pretty much scrolling down this whole time.
What?
It's a really long credits.
You can force scroll it?
Yeah. With the scroll wheel on your mouse.
Well, I figured I'd let it all play out.
A lot of people are thanking their moms and their wives and their girlfriends.
That's nice.
Oh, some of it's in Russian.
Oh.
At least I think that's Russian. Looks like Russian to me.
I'll be the judge of that when it comes up, but you're probably right. I don't know.
You know Russian?
I am good at recognizing languages.
I think I'm almost at the end. We got all the copyright stuff now. Over 2.5 million early access players. Yep, that looks like the end.
Oh no, the music cut when you got to the end.
Oh, sorry.
Well, without the music, I should speed this up a little, at least a little. Brazilian Portuguese localization. French localization. Oh yeah, they had to do localization for everything, didn't they? Although...
Wait, are you watching this
cutscene? Voice
cutscene?
lines? No, not yet.
Oh.
There's a cutscene after the credits?
Yes, there's a cutscene after it.
Good. I wasn't aware of that.
Hours of new FBI shows tonight.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
The credits disappeared.
Oh, is it a loading screen
Did
now?
your cutscene just end?
Yeah.
It is a loading screen now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to know what the cutscene was about?
I think I'd rather show it for stream.
That is true. I'm sorry, I didn't know that would happen. You want to go back?
Yes.
Alright. I believe I did quick save right before.
Yeah, but remember,
we
you
were
gotta,
done, so.
you gotta go back.
Oh,
you gotta
cause
go way
yeah,
back
you're not
to be
in
able
it
to
now.
invite me.
And I'll let you do the scrolling this time.
Thanks. I don't think I saw any much foreign text besides maybe some Swedish characters.
No, these were. It was during. It was in the middle of all of the thank you so and so's. If you didn't get to that yet, then yeah. Alright.
I never would have tried to wait out the credits if I realized they were that long.
Oh, they're really long?
Yeah.
I was scrolling the entire time.
Hmm? What?
What?
I got an error.
You
We're
got kicked
still
out.
loading. Please try again later.
I'm gonna have to go back.
No, I think just invite me again.
No, because now I'm in the place where you can't be invited. See? It won't let you join, right?
Nope. You gotta go back to before before the end game sequence.
Yeah.
I imagine this is probably extremely frustrating for I don't know, like large groups who don't have the time to necessarily sit down for 4 hours in a row.
Right.
To finish the game. Or for people who accidentally lose connection. Oh, come on!
Oh, did it kick you again?
Yes.
Alright. We'll try
Wait for
again.
me to join before you try to load a new save.
Oh, I thought you were in.
No.
Because everything turned purple and...
Alright, I'm loading in. Almost there.
You in yet?
Okay, yes.
Alright.
Oh wow, this really is an agent save.
I just scroll down and click on something random.
Okay, I get why that happens, because obviously there's some synchronization issues that they didn't want to logic through, but God, I wish they'd fix it.
You talked to him this time?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I need a quick word.
This one night, thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires. I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much. What indeed?
Say yes.
To what?
What? Oh god, you didn't get a prompt?
Uh-uh.
Oh god.
Here, I'll talk to Withers now.
This one night is like any other, and yet enjoy the revelry of the day. What indeed?
Nothing. It faded to black and now I'm back here.
Okay!
Broke the game.
Yep.
Did you click no?
I clicked yes, both times.
Click no.
Hold on, I'm gonna wait for the waiting screen to time out. Okay. Try it again.
Alright.
Yes. What indeed?
Still no?
No.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to get the option before I clicked yes this time.
I'm not getting the option.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna reload.
That's fair. Maybe it really didn't like me suddenly trying to take control. Maybe only the host can do it. And if anybody else tries, the game just breaks.
This one night is like any other. Surely thou thinkest not of... Enjoy the... What indeed?
Did you get the option?
Nope.
Oh my god.
It just fades to black and puts me back here.
Oh my god.
We broke the game. Congratulations.
This one, thou art the savior. What indeed?
Did you get it this
Nope.
time?
No.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Well, you're gonna have to look up the, the cutscene after the credits on your own, watchers. Sorry. I think I'll just chop off this entire end of the video. Anyways, this has been Minecraft Jr. and Cinderella signing off. See y'all with another game later, maybe. Be sure to follow Cinderella's Twitch account. This